Have you ever wondered why Google Gemini, their AI, has suddenly become so good? Why it is that if you search inside of Google, you immediately get a Gemini answer with very good explanations, references, and so on. How did they do it? It isn't that long that ChatGPT came out with their first popular model, and then Google caught up to them in a very short amount of time. How is that possible? Now, before I answer, I'm actually old enough to remember Google's original motto, and it was "Don't be evil." And it was actually, it seems naive now, but it was very influential back then because Silicon Valley was kind of the counter model, counter proposition to how business was done back then. Because business wasn't this kind of cool thing. It was like, oh, old fat white dudes without hair, smoking cigars, drinking whiskey, and so on. And Google was this light, or where engineers were changing the world and were doing good stuff, counter proposition. And they dropped this after, I don't know, 15 years or so. This model that was very public. I would say everybody knew it back then. But you know what the answer is? They already had the technology. It's not that they suddenly woke up and said, oh no, OpenAI has developed ChatGPT, we need to do something similar. They had the technology, they just didn't release it. There is some good business reasons for that, for sure. But how can a company that is actually investing so much money into scientific development, into research, that once said, don't be evil in their official company motto, and that is all about distributing new technologies. How can they just hold back a technology like this? This is like holding back mobile phones, like holding back the internet, like holding back vaccines. How can you do that? I think it's morally reprehensible. And Google has shown its true colors. They're sitting on top level technology and they're just not handing it out. Why? Because it could hurt their business case a little. And I'm so sorry for an evil corporation. That's totally fine. They have to take care of their shareholders. They are under a lot of pressure. There's a lot of organizations where I wouldn't expect anything else. But to go around and always tout your moral superiority and talk about how you shouldn't be evil and all these other companies are evil, I'm sorry. You're just a sack of shit. You are actually evil, not only because you behave that way, but because you act all good and all enlightened and you're just a money grabber like everybody else. So thank you for not giving us this technology. It's much appreciated. We will not forget it. But by the way, thank you to OpenAI and ChatGPT for giving us this cool technology and for forcing everybody else to come out with what they were holding back.